Whether new shooter, longtime gun owner, or even police officer or soldier, your handgun needs a Crimson Trace laser sight or light. Get the confidence and reliability you need to protect family, home, and country. Crimson Trace.
Today on Tom Gresham's Gun Talk, Tom's broadcasting from the Crimson Trace booth at the 2016 SHOT Show from on location at the Sands Expo Center in Las Vegas. Now, here's Tom.
Oh my goodness. We are here again. It is SHOT Show 2016. We're in the middle of 60,000 of our closest friends. Of course, at the, well, except present company accepted here. We're in the Crimson Trace booth, sitting here with Chris Cerino, Kent Thomas from Crimson Trace here, just having a ball. It is unbelievable. The mood is great. Everybody's having fun. And I get to hang out with a lot of my good buddies. Hi, guys.
Hi. You're exactly right. I mean, it is so great to be here amongst so many friends.
And I get to hang out with Chris Cerino.
Well, aren't you the lucky guy?
He's kind of a big deal. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, he keeps reminding people about that.
You folks know that I don't say that kind of stuff.
Thanks for coming back to the booth.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks for hosting us. I mean, you changed the booth up because you had to show something new and unbelievably cool. I mean, it's like crazy insane. You guys are kind of mad scientists. You know that.
Sometimes we have a pretty incredible group of engineers that have been with us for a long time, and we're introducing this new product that you just mentioned. It's called Link, L-I-N-Q, and it is the world's first wireless laser and light sighting system for long guns.
Okay, so you stick on an AR, you replace the grip, so you got a grip unit, your hand grip, and then there's a light laser unit on the front, but there's no wires, no pads, no tapes, no ribbons, no switches, no extension cords.
No, no. And we've been working on it for about 10 years, and that's how long it's taken for us to figure it out. We spent the first, we have a patent on it, and we developed the patent about 10 years ago, and trying to figure out how to make the systems talk to each other took 5, 6, 7 years, and we've spent the last couple years working on the most important part, which is how to make that system secure, so that the way that it works is the grip pairs only with the module on the gun. It doesn't pair with anything else.
It won't open
your garage door. You won't see it on your phone or your computer.
So it's not Bluetooth.
No, it is not Bluetooth.
It is wireless.
Yep, it's our own system.
First thing, Chris, you're over there today, and the first thing you say is, okay, how bright is this light?
Exactly. Well, I had the great honor of being part of the brainstorming and the development of this.
Yeah.
So it's very, very cool. And when they'd send out questionnaires, what do you think is important? What do you think is not important? How bright do you want the light? And I had just finished shooting another night match.
Right.
And I said, man, we've got to get those lumens up. And I can't believe they got 300 lumens in that light.
Not only that, it's got a green laser, which sucks battery. They got a 300 lumen light, which sucks battery. And then you said, well, how long does the battery last?
2 hour run
continuous.
time.
Continuous use.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's if you just stood there and...
Yeah, who's going to do that?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, Chris would.
Well,
yeah.
Well, if I put it in the back of my truck and I sit under the seat and left it on, but that's not a risk because I don't have paddles on there. I'm not going to bump it on. I'm not going to bump it off. It has a great, what I call passive, but you use another word for the instinctive activation.
When you grab the grip, it comes on.
Right.
Which is what we're known for. And that's how we started as a company back in 1994. And we have people tell us all the time, you guys revolutionized the personal protection handgun market when you introduced laser sighting systems that are instinctively activated. You just hold the gun in a firing position, the laser comes on. Well, we're the only people who do that. We're the only people who can do that. And to take that platform and that technology and decouple it from the grip to the end of the gun,
that's incredible.
That's the big win.
Yeah, that's good. Now, this is not available as we speak, but when is this going to be out?
Sometime around August.
Okay, for the Link.
Yes, for Link.
L-I-N-Q.
Okay. There's an I and a Q in there on purpose.
Okay, but I don't want to miss. You got two other things on handguns I want to talk about in the time we have left. We know how much fun it is to shoot a really lightweight Magnum revolver, right?
Yeah.
Not.
Right.
I thought you were being facetious for a minute, but then I was sure.
Yeah.
So what did you do about that?
We developed a system, if you will. It's called Shock Stop. shock stop platform. And it's a combination of both material and engineering. And specifically for 357 revolvers, we've started with the J-frame, and it's in the back of the grip. And what it does is it reduces recoil by about 35%. And we put our products through anywhere between 1,000 and 5,000 rounds of testing before we launch it to the marketplace. And let me tell you, nobody in the building, and we have about 50 shooters in the building, nobody looks forward to testing and product testing.
Who does?
357 revolvers.
I mean, we can shoot them, but they're not fun to go out and shoot a lot.
Well, I can tell you right away, as soon as I picked it up, I like the way it feels. It fills my hand. I could immediately see the shock stop system at the back end, so I knew that it was going to be much more pleasant, so I can't wait to try it.
It really works.
All right, and then you've got this other unit thing. I looked at it and said, that is, what did I say? When I picked it up, I said, I would put that on my carry gun today. It's a combo light laser pro.
Yes, Laser Guard Pro.
Laser Guard Pro.
Yeah, so everyone...
Like the Railmaster Pro.
Exactly.
Laser Guard Pro.
But I got to tell you...
You should be in marketing.
This is perfect because this will go into a holster.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're going to have holsters, you're working with holster makers.
Yeah, so you hit on the key phrase. We do have products with lasers. We do have products with lasers and lights. But what we've been working on for 2 years is the concealed carry. Yeah. So... it's easier for us to build a laser and a light into a laser grip into a larger platform. Mm-hmm. But as we all know, concealed carry and the smaller frame pistols, that's what's driving the market.
Right.
So we spent the last couple of years figuring out how to put a laser and a light in the same housing on the small frame pistols. And we're working with holster manufacturers like Blade Tech so that the Laser Guard Pro, which is a 100 lumen light, and either a green or a red laser.
Right.
We will provide a Blade Tech holster along with the Laser Guard Pro. So you have the entire system set up. You have laser, you have light, you have a holster, and you're ready to rock for concealed carry.
It was amazing. I mean, we had it on, I think, an XDS over here, which you normally don't think of as having a laser light combo on. Yeah. And you put it on, and I mean, I know we've talked about how much we like that particular pistol. It's one of the guns that we like to carry sometimes.
It's a great pistol. It's a great setup. And it's really cool that it has all the options of being able to cycle through light only, laser only, strobing features and all that, just like every other great Crimson Trace product.
All in the small frame concealed carry.
Yeah, and you know, Chris works with us on the First Person Defender series, and one of the things
he's kind of a big deal.
Did you know that? Did you know?
Yes. Your wife, the famous Michelle Cerino, told me that.
That's right. But one of the things we've learned from that is watching how people actually really work in a true self-defense situation when they're getting attacked and when the stuff's hitting the fan. They default when they have the laser. They're putting shots on target. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, truly becomes target-focused shooting when you put the sight picture on the target,
right?
Which is exactly what you're doing.
Right.
And we have tremendous results with it, and we get so many great comments and emails on YouTube and at my own personal email. I mean, people say all the time, they're like, man, I never really thought about using a laser. I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was crap, whatever. And they say, man, you really made me think about it, and I went out and got one.
Yeah, the big aha moment we get all the time is when we have the opportunity, whether it's in a situation like your television show, whether it's on the range, in retail, if you have the opportunity to shoot your concealed carry weapon without a laser on it, look at your groups.
Right.
Then we'll put the same gun with a laser on it, shoot it, look at your groups. That's all you need to know.
All right. All the new stuff is on the website now?
Yes. Link will be available in August. Laser Guard Pro, we're going to start shipping here in a couple months. And everything else that's new that you'll see here in the booth is all ready to roll. CrimsonTrace.com.
There you go. All right, guys, thank you. I'm going to run to a break here. We're going to keep talking. We're at the SHOT Show 2016, Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be right back from the Crimson Trace booth.
A great rifle and scope won't do you any good if your mount fails. Whether it's for hunting, competition, or tactical use, Warren has a rugged, reliable scope mount for you. Warren scope mounts are the choice of top competitors and professional hunters alike. American-made quality and performance you can count on. Visit your local dealer or go to warnscopemounts.com. WARNE scopemounts.com. Set your sights on Warren.
Every crossbreed holster is handmade based on the design invented by our founder. A Kydex pocket molded around your gun for perfect retention. leather backing for comfort, specially designed clips allow you to tuck in your shirt for complete concealment, the highest quality mag carriers, and belts sturdy enough to hold any gun. Our holsters come with a lifetime warranty and 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Crossbreed. Conceal and carry the cross. CrossbreedHolsters.com.
In the war on terror, fighting crime in the streets, in competition, and homes around the world, one name in firearms stands out: Sig Sauer. Our pistols and rifles are renowned for their unfailing performance. This same commitment to excellence can be found in our line of SigTac accessories and the training offered by the Sig Sauer Academy. For unmatched quality, reliability, and innovation when it counts, choose Sig Sauer. Visit SigSauer.com today.
You're at a gun store and your phone tells you about hot deals. Want to know about special offers? No problem when you have GunDealio, the free app for your smartphone. GunDealio delivers the latest deals on guns, ammo, and extras direct to your phone. Don't overpay for your shooting gear. Get GunDealio. It's free at the App Store and Google Play. Trigger the deals with GunDealio. GunDealio.com.
For 36 years, the U.S. Sportsmen's Alliance has been fighting to protect hunting, fishing, and trapping for sportsmen from coast to coast. Today, we are under constant attack from extremist animal rights groups who want to end your ability to hunt in the U.S. Join us to protect our sporting heritage and our way of life outdoors. To join or for more information on how you can help, go to ussportsman.org. That's ussportsman.org.
What makes a legacy? Is it quality? Craftsmanship? Maybe it's the idea that every American deserves their right to security and peace of mind on and off the battlefield. What makes a legacy? Here at Colt, we're making it every day. Colt, built one at a time, proven every round.
We are back. It is SHOT Show 2016, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are. It's Gun Talk, of course. I'm Tom Gresham. If you'd like to join us. Now, just so everybody understands, the SHOT Show is actually not running on Sunday when you're hearing this. We're actually doing this on Thursday on the floor, and then you'll hear it whenever you hear it. So we're in the Crimson Trace booth, by the way. We're just joined by the folks from Colt. Devin, you're not going to talk to us because she's over there. She's shy. Paul Spitale. You got to make fun of people as they stand there. Paul Spitale from Colt has joined us. Your booth is crazy. People are coming in. You're showing things. But really, honestly, the news that they want to talk about is you guys are back.
We are back. We are back. And you know, coming to this show is particularly important for Colt because we're coming with new models. We're coming in with a new energy, a customer-centric approach. Our booth couldn't look better. We're really happy with how we've handled the brand during this part of our financial restructuring. We're out of a bankruptcy.
Okay.
And everybody's really excited about what we're doing, and more importantly, we're excited about how we transact with those consumers and how we get to our retail partners. So for us, this is a very, very important show. 2 days ago, we're in the booth, and we had, 4 or 5 TVs, running on different shows that we're looking at our new models, and everyone was really excited about it. So couldn't be happier right now.
That's great. So what are people looking at? Tell them about what you have that's new.
Well, I tell you, the lightweight Commander is special. I mean, we came back with a lightweight Commander, and we removed the front serrations. It's easier to holster. The gun performs, Novak sight cuts, built on a Colt frame. But more importantly, we put a dual-action recoil spring. I know we showed you that at Gunsight.
Right, we shot that at Gunsight. Actually, we got the video of that running in your booth.
And it's sick. And the product actually performs. It feels like you're shooting a steel gun. We built it both in 45 and 9. And for us to be entry into that market, it was one of the 4 guns listed coming out of the show. Fox News showed it as one of the 4 best carry guns coming out of the show. So, we're excited about what we're doing at Colt. That's just one. Then we got the Colt competition pistol, which is, opens us up to a whole new group of shooters. first time that Novak has put a variable sight on their rear sight.
Yeah, you got an adjustable Novak rear sight.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, those are oxymorons. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, no, it is.
Yeah, and to have a wider serration for those competitive shooters, again, using the dual spring to dampen recoil, improve the spring life, but also dampen that felt recoil for the shooter. You know, reduce the muzzle flip. If we can get that gun to shoot flatter, we can get more on targets faster, as you know. And,
right.
And so that's what we're trying to do. Performance, building products that consumers want, that consumers are looking for. And when you price it at an $8.99, all of a sudden you open yourself up and say, boy, that's a whole lot of gun.
Yeah, and it's a Colt.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I want to mention one of the things you're doing is you're working with really good shooters, top competitive shooters, who know what they need for that game.
Exactly. You know, when you take someone like Maggie Reese, you know, we're talking about a top flight, you know, finished 4th this year in the Bianchi Cup, won the U.S. Nationals in 3-gun. I mean, she is one of the highest ranking shooters in the country. And when she gives you input on a gun like that and what she's looking for, it's special. And so
you listen to that.
We do.
And now you've got that incorporated. I want to go back. I don't want people to miss one thing.
Sure.
This dual action spring doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is a big deal. It really does reduce felt recoil, and it doubles your spring life.
Well, we say doubles, but I can tell you some of the testing the Marine Corps did, because that's where we first incorporated it. You know, in most competitive shooters, if they're running, 3,500 to 4,000 rounds, they'll change out a spring.
Right.
We're talking about you might wear a barrel out before you'll have to change the spring out. So these springs can go 12, 15,000 rounds before you'll have to change them out.
That's crazy. So, you basically don't have to worry about it. For most people, they'll never have to worry about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because people say, well, should I change my spring out? The only question is, how much do you shoot?
You know, and we showed it to people like Ken Hackenthorne, who's now part of our Colt Combat Unit, and Daryl Holland, that, is part of our Colt. And these guys are proven operators, and they look at something like that. And Ken did a write-up in our Modern Shooter magazine editorial, and he really, was glowing and praiseworthy about it. He's tried it. He said, this stuff is really good. You guys really engineered this nicely.
Well, I could feel the difference in shooting it. It's a different feel. It's like a different impulse, you know what I mean? And it slows down or spreads out in time. You can feel that. It allows that front sight to not rise as much, and you're able to get quicker shots on target.
Exactly. And that's what we've kind of felt, that a gun shoots a lot flatter. And especially when you see some of the video that we shot at a gun site, you're seeing, folks that really keep that gun flat. And
we shot it in slow motion. You could actually watch what's actually going on there.
You see someone like Mark Rettel, another one of our pro shooters, an IDPA master, and you see him shoot.
What does he know anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you see him shoot that gun, and it's just amazing to watch. And even, listen, Tom, you were shooting it pretty good yourself there.
Well, yeah, if you have good video editors, it always works out okay. I don't put myself next to any of those guys, but the thing, you just have good products right now.
Right.
And what else are people looking at when they go in the booth?
So one is that. The other is the Colt Combat Unit pistol, and that's a pistol that we're really excited about. Daryl Holland, who was a team leader for Delta Forces, a special operations, he's a Colt Combat Unit shooter. We brought him in and said, let's look at a pistol from the ground up. You guys tell us, what would an operator want in a pistol? Now, this thing is decked out. We're talking about a rail. We're talking about front checkering and rear checkering and 25 inch per line. We're talking about a gun that has dual spring operation, a national match barrel.
Well, you almost didn't get that one back when I shot it. I just got to tell you that.
It's
wow.
and all that in a package for $1,500. I mean, you're talking about a very special situation that we've created. That'll be available through Talo Distributing.
Oh, okay.
And but I can tell you, when you think that way and you create things that customers really want, and you talk about products that really match what their needs are, it starts to really resonate with the consumer, and that's what we're seeing.
Paul, I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm thinking, and I know you've been managing the financial side, the bankruptcy, and you're doing all that, and you talk about that, and I'm thinking, that's great. But what I'm really hearing is, when you say Colt's back, I'm not listening to bankruptcy talk. I'm talking about product, man. I mean, when you talk about Colt's back with product, with good guns
absolutely.
now.
And the Expanse. I mean, our M4 Expanse, you're talking about, for the first time, our bolt, our lower, on a Colt Expanse rifle at a $700 price point. We didn't put on a forward assist, but a consumer could upgrade to it. We didn't put on a dust cover, but a consumer could upgrade to it. And the barrel is a 1 in 7 twist barrel. It's non-chrome lined, so it's not going to meet our military specifications for continuous fire. But I got to tell you, for a sportsman and you're a weekend shooter, it's a heck of a Colt to have.
Right.
So we're very happy with the way our products are coming out. And, for us, it is the products, but it's also how we engage with retail. We're committed to the 2,850 plus and counting dealers that are part of our stocking dealer program. We're committed to Folds of Honor and how that when somebody purchases something from Colt, a portion of those proceeds are going towards Folds of Honor, an incredible charity. We've already raised this year. We're pushing past $35,000 already this year that we put towards Folds of Honor. So we're very happy about what we've done with the brand and what we're doing with the company. And we don't think about our financial restructuring. We got stronger during that entire process. And so we're really happy with where our trajectory is.
And I know from talking with you that what you're showing here is only a little bit of what you've got planned. I mean, there's a whole lot of more stuff coming.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. Now, is the information about this on the website now?
It is. It is. All the information on the website. In fact, we're starting to even post some of the videos on the website and link those with our products. So,
what's the website?
Colt.com.
Colt.com.
It's pretty easy.
You and I can remember that one. Okay, Colt.com. You can see the videos, see the stuff we did. I guess the bottom line on this is, I know people ask, bankruptcy, all that's behind you. That's in the rearview mirror.
Absolutely.
Now.
I mean, and I'll put a context on it. I mean, we reduced the company's debt by more than $200 million.
Whoa.
We're talking a significant change to the firm, and we injected $50 million of liquidity into the company.
So now you have the capital, you have the resource to do the things that you want to do.
You got it.
Which means these new products and all of that. Give me an idea. What we're looking at? More handguns, more long guns?
Well, I mean, when you look at the industry, it's a large industry. It could be as much as $11 billion this year commercially. So there's a lot of segments of the industry where we don't participate in. So for us, it's opportunistic. We participate in a small segment of the handguns, or not a small segment, but 1911s, and we participate in M4s. There are other segments that we, are looking at.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reading between the lines here, partner. I think this is going to be great. Paul, thank you so much for spending some time with us here.
It's always a pleasure.
Congratulations on what you've been doing with Colt. The products are great. Love the fact that Colt as a company, as a brand, is strong again. This is great.
I really appreciate it. Thanks again, Tom.
Absolutely. All righty. All right, don't go anywhere. We are at the SHOT Show 2016. We're going to be back in just a minute. It is incredible. The mood here is wonderful. We're seeing new things. There's even a new revolver from a company that makes 1911s. We've got new grips. We've got lasers here at the Crimson Trace Laser Grip booth. It's a ball. Hey, I'm Tom Gresham. This is Gun Talk. Don't go far because we're coming right back.
Everything you need to know about what's going on at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas from the Crimson Trace booth on the show floor. Now, back to Tom.
All righty, we're back with you. Actually, we're turning around here. Pete Brownell and I are just watching people shooting these targets back behind us, Pete. This is fun. I wish I was over there doing that.
It looks pretty cool. Crimson Trace did a great job on that.
They did. It's a great booth. They're letting us hang out here and do our thing. Pete Brownell, obviously from Brownells. You guys are so big now. I mean, we used to be able to say the gunsmith tool supplier, and then you were the accessory supplier, and then you're the gun supplier, and then you're the distributor, and then you got the AR-15builder.com,
right,
and all the rest of it. Will be the incoming president of the National Rifle Association.
Right.
When does that happen?
That happens in April of 2017, and it's a 2-year gig, right behind Alan Kors and right in front of a well-known guy named Richard Childress.
There you go.
It's a great leadership chain. They're great people.
Absolutely. And one of the things that you guys do that people appreciate when they find out about it, because sometimes we don't tell them enough, is you actually do a lot of charity, a lot of philanthropy, and a lot of help for our veterans. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today.
Right.
So what are you guys working on?
So there's an organization that we really support, and it's the acronym is SOWW, S-O-W-W, Special Operator Wounded Warrior.
Okay.
And that's a program that helps all these warriors that are coming back. It started off as as the special operators, the special units.
Right.
But it's broadened its focus to be any soldier coming back who is suffering from some kind of injury, mental or physical.
Okay.
To give them that sense of peace or that sense of community that they really cherished when they're on their teams or in their units, to come back, either civilian or when they're coming back in between deployments, to settle in, to reconnect, to still have that team area where they can talk openly, as they described it, brothers.
Right.
Now that takes some funding, and SAL was put together to help raise funds from America.
Okay.
And what we're doing right now is we're raffling off a special rifle.
A really special rifle.
Real special
rifle.
rifle.
No kidding.
Right. So if anybody remembers Lone Survivor movie, it's an iconic movie of
great book, great movie, all true story.
Yep, all true story. Marcus Luttrell was a character in that that represented, and he had a team of other SEALs that were with him. One of those SEALs is Matt Axe Axelson, and his brother was a good gunsmith. And to commemorate Matt's life, his brother Axelson Tactical made a custom civilian model of the rifle that Matt was carrying on that mission.
Okay.
And it's Axe 1. He made 99 of them. This is the only one left. The other 98 went to private programs.
Okay.
This is the only one that's going to be available to the public.
Wow.
And it's the only one left.
What is it? What kind of rifle? Is it AR? Is it
it's going to be
bolt or
it's a bolt action, very similar to an M4.
Okay.
And it's got all the kind of, it looks exactly like it, what Matt was carrying, but he's added some things to it. There was, if you remember the movie, there was a helicopter that went down as well.
Right.
You know, there's chevrons, there's markings to commemorate all of the people that gave their life on that mission, and all of the money that's raised on this.
Right.
They had a goal of $50,000, and we started it off yesterday, and by today they've raised $24,000 already.
Holy cow!
Yeah, and this
in 24 hours.
In 24 hours, and this money is going 100% of it's going right to the soldiers.
Okay.
This is the one when you take a look at it and you go, I mean, I don't want it to be skimmed off and used for marketing. Like this group, they're all volunteers. They're really dedicated soldiers, and everything that they're doing is to help their brothers when they come back, brothers and sisters, frankly, when they come back.
Wow!
Yeah, so this is a good raffle. You can buy these tickets. They're $50 at Brownells.com/Axe Rifle, AXE. Rifle, RIFLE, for us that are...
Thank you. For those of us in South Louisiana, we need all the help we can get.
This is going to go until July 4th. We pick one winner. So it's something that's a one-of-a-kind. Anybody that's out there that gives back to the soldiers, this is a great way to do it. Soldiers, it's great to recognize them, pat them on the back, say thanks for your service. It's better, quite frankly, to give them that sense of community and that sense of togetherness that they had in their teams as they start to integrate back into society.
So they're not trying to do everything alone. They've got a support group.
Absolutely. It's critical. With what's going on right now, we've got great soldiers coming out of tough situations, landing in civilian environments, and they still need their team behind them and around them.
Okay, so it's Brownells.com/Axe Rifle, AXE Rifle.
That's right.
That'll work because you can buy one of those.
Right.
All right, so what else has Brownells been up to?
Oh gosh, we got some new products coming out. I mean, it's a great show. I mean, there's a lot of
incredible, isn't it?
The energy here. We had a guy working for it. We have a guy working for it. He's on 8th year. He's been to every SHOT Show since he's been working with us. He says, "I've been to every show since I've been with you, Pete, and there's an energy around the show that he hasn't ever experienced. Positive energy, a connected energy. It's a all Bennett's forward energy. We know we're approaching a tough year.
You and I were talking last night. I don't think this is political driven.
No.
I mean, people say, oh, yeah, Obama's the best salesman. Yeah, I know. But honestly, I don't think that's what's really driving it. I think people are deciding to take care of themselves.
Right.
Self-defense, concealed carry. They buy a gun. They get into it, start shooting. They say, hey, this is fun.
They do.
And then they get another gun. And then they start shooting more. And all of a sudden, where they were not anti-gun or pro-gun, they just were non-gun.
Right.
Now they're going, hey, this is fun. I like doing this.
This lifestyle is the one I can resonate
with. That's it. They're saying, I like this lifestyle.
Yeah, I like these people. They're not the scary things anymore.
Yep.
That I was been fed. So
that growth is going to continue. We're going to have more and more shooters. One of the things we're getting is more and more shooting ranges everywhere.
Yep.
Which is a wonderful thing.
Right.
You got to have a place to shoot.
Right.
And so, I mean, of course, when they're looking for product, accessories, and frankly, for information, because you guys have some of the best how-to videos on the web at Brownells.com.
Yeah, we built our brand on being the place you go for any kind of product for maintenance, and more importantly, when there's so many options or variants out there, where do you go for information?
Yep.
So if you have any questions about what firearm should I get, how should I make it fit me, I'm a small frame female shooter in urban Chicago, what do I need, and how do I store it? How do I be safe with it? Where do I go for training? We got it all.
Yep.
And, there's some other good groups out there that do that as well. NRA is a good one. NSSF is a good one. Listening to the show is a great place of information. So, stay tuned and stay involved and stay informed, and we're part of that whole mix with the whole industry.
Look who's sneaking up behind you on your left side there.
Hey, here comes Wayne. Hey,
Wayne. Well, shake hands with Wayne LaPierre as he walks by here. We're doing a little live radio with Pete. All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah. That's a great part about the NRA. It's a grassroots organization. It represents pretty darn close to 5 million. As we approach this year, it'll be over 5 million. And the leadership of the NRA goes out and tries to meet every one of them. It's kind of impossible.
We're in the middle of the show, and here's just Wayne LaPierre just walking by. Hey, Wayne,
right.
Everybody. It's like he's not being mobbed. He's just another gun guy.
Just another gun guy. That's what's great about this. Well, that's why it's so attractive to many people in America. They just want to say, hey, who do I go to? I like these people that are open. You've got the most influential politician or political influencer in America.
Just walk by.
Yeah. Giving you high fives.
All right. We've got to head to our break here. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for everything you do. Thank you for volunteering and doing the thing with NRA. I know it's not an easy task. It's a big job, but you're the man for it.
Well, thank you.
All righty. Pete Brownell, check it out, brownells.com. And for that rifle, brownells.com/axe rifle, AXE rifle. We'll be right back with more Gun Talk.
I'm just as good as these guys. When will I get my chance to prove it?
Your chance is now. American Marksman is a nationwide series of target shooting competitions designed to give you your big break. Think you've got what it takes to go home with $50,000? Visit ammarksman.com to register today. That's ammarksman.com. American Marksman. Are you the one?
You got your carry permit, and that's good. But you could use more training. Get the DVDs, which have what you need. Springfield Armory presents Concealed Carry 1 and Concealed Carry 2 with Batagroup. Learn specific concealed carry skills from Top Gun fighting trainers. Get trained. Be prepared. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
Hi, this is Joe. I bought a silencer from Silencer Shop, and it was a pretty amazing experience. I simply went to silencershop.com, followed the instructions, purchased my silencer, and they took care of the rest. My local firearm dealer called me when my silencer arrived. Did you know a silencer is an important accessory that offers an added hearing protection and greater shooting accuracy? It's great for hunters and those who want to enjoy more social interaction during shooting sports. Visit silencershop.com to find a silencer for your firearm.
Are you looking for a place to shoot? The National Shooting Sports Foundation has a great website called wheretoshoot.org. It's the largest database of shooting ranges on the internet. It's also a great resource for shooters where you can find video tips, printable targets, and a lot more. Find it online at wheretoshoot.org. And while you're there, download their free iPhone app. That's wheretoshoot.org.
When it's all on the line, you can count on Trijicon Optics. Earning its reputation in combat and on hunts in all corners of the world, Trijicon comes through. The new AccuPower rifle scopes feature battery-powered illuminated reticles, variable power, adjustable brightness, plus they're waterproof. The years of waiting, the dollars spent, your hunt of a lifetime comes down to a single moment. Get Trijicon quality. Trijicon.com. Trijicon.com.
All right, back with Tom Gresham. It is Gun Talk. We are at SHOT Show 2016, Las Vegas, Nevada, in the middle of the hall in the Crimson Trace booth, where they have kind of a new booth. They've got pneumatic guns and an electronic toy target to shoot at, and I'm over here just Paul, I'm just like almost close enough to go over and grab those guns and shoot them. And what are we doing over here? We should be shooting those guns.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. You know, I'm trying to stay focused here, but every time I turn around, I see somebody having fun, and I'm wishing I was doing it too.
I'm joined by Paul Pluff from Smith & Wesson, of course. And I was over in your booth. I couldn't get in. I could not get into your booth.
It's been a great SHOT Show so far. I mean, we have been packed, a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, you know. And as we know, a lot of things going on this year with everything that's happening politically and stuff. Right. And just a good time to be in the firearms business.
Well, it is. And also, I mean, there are new products.
Yes.
Even though you're selling a lot of stuff, which is interesting. Some people would say, well, you know, when you're selling a lot, then you don't have to bring out new products. But that's not the way you guys operate.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, you know, and I tell everybody, if you kind of go back in the birth of, you know, Smith & Wesson or history, I mean, we're a 163-year-old company. And right from the beginning, those two individuals, Horace Smith and D.B. Wesson, what brought them together was that concept of innovation.
Right.
Wanted to come out with something that was different. They had a vision. And so, you know, kind of our mantra of the company has been just that through all these years, 163 years, and we still strive and drive to be innovative and coming out with new products.
Well, I was out at Media Day, got to shoot some of your new innovative stuff, shot the Ported Shield. That is a knockout, partner.
Boy, that Ported Shield, it's great. I love it. If you haven't ever done it or shot it, it's something. The Shield has been an extremely popular gun since we introduced it.
It's a great carry pistol.
You know, it was hard to keep up with the demand. Now we come out with a ported version out of our performance center that has this incredible trigger.
Yep.
And that porting really makes a difference on that gun.
Yeah, it reduces the muzzle jump. You can really stay on target. And what that means, of course, is you can put shots on target more quickly.
Absolutely. And you look at that trigger he did, and it has such a very defined reset.
Yeah.
And you go to that reset and pull it back. It's like shooting a single action gun. And you couple that with the porting, and you don't get that muzzle flip. It's easy to take and do double taps, triple taps, and just be right there on the target. And right now, that happens to be the hottest selling gun we got.
I'm not surprised. I mean, like I said, I shot that out there and went, ooh, nice, like this one. So what else are people looking at? What's new?
Well, we did a couple things. So one of that we're getting, we talk about popular guns in our line. You know, that MSR, that modern sporting rifle, the M&P 15 Sport.
Right.
You know, it was at kind of a price point level. You're retailing just around a little over $700. That has been extremely popular. We've sold a lot. So we thought about what we were going to do with that this year, and we decided to introduce our M&P Sport 2.
Which is?
The import. What we've done is we took that. It's been a great value. People love it. But it's now time to take and step that up. I mean, you know, it's a good entry-level gun.
Right.
And so what we've done is we've made it now a full-feature gun. You know, if you looked at the Sport prior to it, it didn't have that forward assist, didn't have the dust cover. You know, kind of minimalistic. We called it optics ready because it didn't really have a full set of sights on there.
Right.
So what we've done is we went in and we've turned it into a full feature gun, Tom. It has the dust cover, it has that forward assist, and now we have that Magpul in-bus folding sights system on it. So,
wow. So I mean, it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. I mean,
grab that thing, pull it out of the box, you know, lube it up, go shoot it.
Yeah, and the best thing is we maintain that price point. We just wanted to add a whole lot of value to that gun.
Same price?
Same price. And so that's what we've done.
Okay, that you do know that's crazy.
Well, hey, you know,
you added sights, you added the forward assist, you added the dust cover, and kept the price the same.
Yes, we did. You know, and it's purely for the enjoyment of seeing the excitement in somebody's eyes when you tell them that.
Well, you just saw me. I went, what?
It's you know, for those people, and we know they've been very popular. And it just makes it a better entry-level gun for people to get into it. And
well, you don't have to do anything to it. You can shoot it the way it is. You can drop an optic on it, obviously, do whatever you want to do there. But now you have a gun that's really ready to go.
It is.
I'll be darned.
And it's been we're getting a lot of comments on it. It's been a huge success. And you and I have gone. We go back a long ways talking about that gun and what it is and why nobody should be afraid of it. And I had a conversation with some folks from a hunting publication, and I tend to refer to that as the next evolution of the hunting gun for those. You know,
it is. You know, we call it the modern sporting rifle, but it is in fact the modern hunting rifle.
That's right.
Now the whole AR platform is. And for those, I mean, I don't know that there are a lot of people who haven't shot it, but there probably are still a lot of people who have not shot an AR in any form. And don't be afraid of it. It's There's no recoil. It's ergonomic. It's comfortable. It's fairly lightweight. All of that. I mean, it's a fabulous platform. Paul, hold on. I'm going to carry you over here. We'll talk a little bit more when we come back, okay?
Sounds good, Tom.
All right, I'm talking with Paul Pluff from Smith & Wesson. Of course, the new stuff is at the smith-wesson.com website. Okay, you can check it out right there. We are at the SHOT Show. We are in the Crimson Trace booth at the SHOT Show. I'm looking around. We got ATI, you got stocks, you got sights, you got scopes, you got guns, you got cases, you got people everywhere. Can you tell I'm having fun? We'll be right back. And we are back at SHOT Show, and we're on the floor here in the Crimson Trace booth, visiting with Paul Pluff from Smith & Wesson. One thing we did not talk about, which is the thing that everybody wanted to shoot out there when we did our media day on Monday, was your new 22 pistol.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. That just got a huge amount of exposure, almost mind-boggling how much exposure it got. But it's been very, very popular. It's one of the most popular guns that we have in the booth right now, and that's that SW22 Victory.
Victory. Now, it's funny. People say, well, it looks like this, it looks like that, and people say, well, is it easier to take down than some of the other 22 pistols? So
yeah, and that's exactly right. People said, okay, well, it's what is it? It's it's a metal frame, all stainless steel frame, 22 pistol, stainless steel barrel and stuff. And they go, okay, they're out there. What makes it special? And I like to tell them as well, I can walk you through it, but let me show you. And right. So what really makes this thing different and what has really caught everybody's eyes is the simplicity of the takedown, the modularity of this gun. So you flip the gun over, there's one set screw underneath there by the trigger guard. You take that set screw out, it's a 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and the whole top end comes off, and you remove the bolt, and it is stripped down, ready to be clean. Very simplistic,
right.
Very easy to put back together. You don't have to worry about trying to tie this thing back together, or hope that you don't have to send it back to the manufacturer to put it back together, which many people have experienced. That's right.
Send it back in a box and say, "Can you guys put my gun back together for me?"
Yeah, but the neat thing about that, then let's take that modularity a little bit further. So we thought through this thing a whole lot. So it comes with fiber optic sights,
right?
But it also comes with a Picatinny rail system. So there's one set screw on top that holds that top sight on. You take that screw out, you slide it back, unlock it, and you put your Picatinny rail on there, put that screw back in there. Now you're ready for an optic, just like that. It takes you about a minute to change that over. Then if you really want to get into it, so you get this gun, it comes 5.5 inch barrel. It's got a great trigger on it. It's an alloy trigger.
Yeah, it does. I've shot it. It shoots great. I love the trigger.
And now you want to get serious about it. So what we've done is we actually partnered with Scott Volk-Kortzen for Korten competition barrels.
Right.
And so getting back to that modularity thing, so you field strip the gun, take that one screw out, and then you flip that whole upper end over, that barrel system over, and you'll see another set screw down there. So you crack that set screw, you back it out a couple turns, that barrel slides out, and you put your competition barrel on.
You pop the factory barrel out, you drop the competition barrel on, put it back together.
And it just...
And we're talking 2 minutes.
2 minutes. And I showed somebody saying, listen, you go from a standard gun that shoots extremely well right out of the box, but, you take 2 minutes and you convert that
now
barrel.
You have a target gun.
Yeah, well, I tell them it's race ready in 2 minutes.
There you go. And it really is. And so that also gives you the option of other barrels coming out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so modular system, I can tell you Volk-Kortzen's also made some competition grips for the gun already that he's going out.
It's a totally modular gun.
A very total modular gun, and it's extremely accurate, and we all love to shoot 22s.
Yeah, who doesn't? Right?
And we make a threaded barrel version, so you can put a suppressor on it.
Sweet.
As well as Volk-Kortzen. Volk-Kortzen makes a carbon fiber barrel for it. It makes a 7-inch competition style.
The carbon fiber barrel, by the way, really looks great on that pistol.
Oh, isn't that sexy?
Yeah, it really is. It just looks good.
Yeah, and you know what? It shoots well and it's well balanced. So this thing is going to be a runaway hit. We are just really excited about it.
Now, when's that going to be available?
Well, it's available now. One of the things that we do at Smith & Wesson these days, even with new great products, we tend to hold back on the release of the gun until we have some ready to go. And so that's what we did with this one.
So you can go into your store right now, and if they don't have it, they can order it.
The day we announced it, we had them at our wholesalers' shelves, and the wholesalers were selling them to the dealers.
There you go. And it's called the Smith & Wesson Victory?
Yeah, the 22 Victory.
The 22 Victory, okay. So that'll work. Paul, you guys, as always, bring out lots, and there's a lot of things we hadn't even had a chance to talk about.
Well, if the people are here at the SHOT Show, stop by the booth. There's a lot of exciting stuff. If not, just go to Smith & Wesson. It's smith-wesson.com. You'll see all the new stuff, and we have a lot of things to be excited about.
There you go. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Tom.
All righty. Don't go far because we are at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. We got a lot more reports of new guns coming right up.